later. So I'm excited today. I want to go into a slightly different practice for those of you who've been a few times. So we're going to apply mindfulness to the body today. And so we've been developing mindfulness on different objects, and we've been cultivating mindfulness of breathing, for example. And you remember, mindfulness is that ability to bear something in mind, to without distraction and without forgetfulness. That's the official definition. So bearing an object in mind that you're focusing on. And so we've been kind of cultivating our attention skills by doing that, and by noticing when we go off target. And so, and the idea with cultivating attention skills is not because it's really because it's really a transferable skill. So once you have cultivated attention skills, you can put your attention to any endeavor in life. So it's not just about becoming a good meditator, it's about becoming efficient and effective in everything you do, whatever you do. But it's also more than that, because through cultivating our attention skills, we can then actually investigate. We can use our attention to put it to a task and really investigate. And so in meditation, we can use our attention skills, and they're indispensable in order to then investigate our own experience. And being embodied is obviously a very well, it's a universal experience of being a human being, and by applying mindfulness to the body, we can then investigate the nature of that experience, the nature of our embodied experience, and all the challenges that come with that, and see what we can actually learn about our embodied experience. So we're kind of going beyond just the placing of attention in this practice that we're about to do, into investigating. So it's that, whoever was on my webinar, it's that third element of the cognitive balance, so that we're not just we're using the attention skills that we've gathered, and it's work in progress. It's not that we got there or anything. It's that we're using those attention skills to then investigate and explore and see what insights and wisdom we can actually glean from that. So without talking too much more about that, let's get started. So find a comfortable place, and that could be just where you are right now. You could be sitting on your chair, on a sofa, on a bed, or you can lie on the floor if that's more comfortable for you. So it's absolutely a comfortable position, means a position that's comfortable for you and for your body in this moment. So let's begin. I'll ring the bell. 1 second. Right. So you might not have heard that. Let me just close the room now. So as we embark on this practice, I invite you to arouse your most meaningful motivation for this practice. What brought you here today? And really tap into that motivation, so that this meditation, this practice, becomes an expression of loving kindness for yourself and for all those that you interact with. So the practice becomes imbued with that motivation. It serves that motivation. And it becomes a practice to cultivate well-being, true well-being, that's not dependent on causes and conditions from outside. And once we've aroused the motivation, we can set this thought aside and begin, as always, by settling our body, our speech, our mind in their natural state. And so to settle our body, we take a comfortable position, posture, with our spine straight, whether you're lying on the floor or you're sitting upright on a chair, on a cushion or on a sofa. Let your spine be straight. Let your shoulders drop. Soften all the muscles in your face. And let your awareness descend right down into the body. Release any sense that your awareness is located up in your head. Let it drop into the body. Let it permeate the entire space of the body, like a fragrance filling the air. And be mindfully present throughout the entire body, from the soles of your feet to the crown of your head. Mindfully present to whatever sensations are arising in this moment. It's a non-conceptual field. There are no labels, no words. And so let your awareness of the sensations be equally non-conceptual, not thinking about them, not naming them, labeling them. Simply witnessing them with your direct perception. And let your body come to rest in a state of ease, of comfort, of relaxation. Let your body be still, and the more relaxed you are, the easier you will find it to remain still without any unnecessary movement or fidgeting. And adopt a posture of vigilance, of alertness. If you're sitting upright, then ever so slightly lift your sternum so that your breath can flow effortlessly. And your abdominal muscles relaxed so that they can move freely with each in-breath, expanding and then flattening again on the out-breath. So in this way, settle your body in a state of ease, of stillness, and of vigilance, a state of dynamic equilibrium, relaxed yet alert. And on this basis, we start settling our minds. First of all, the speech of our mind, the endless chattering of rumination and mind wandering. by letting our respiration flow effortlessly, naturally, relinquishing all control over the breath. Taking each breath as an opportunity to relax more and more deeply, releasing the breath all the way to the end without pushing it out. Just letting it all flow out like a glass of water that's tipped on its side. And then when it's time to breathe in, just let the breath receive the breath without sucking it in, without speeding it up, just like receiving a gift. Not changing the breath in any way, whether it's slow or fast, deep or shallow. Let the breath flow unimpededly. Relinquishing all control. And then we settle our mind by releasing any cares and concerns, any hopes or fears about the future or the past, and any thoughts or judgments about the present moment. We just let them go for the brief duration of this meditation. And it's in this absence of thoughts, cares, concerns, that our awareness is allowed to settle in the immediacy of the present moment. Coming back to a neutral position, to its stillness. Bright and luminous, ready to illuminate our experience. So it is from this point of stillness that we place our attention on one of the 6 domains of experience, single-pointedly focused on the tactile domain. So the space of the body where all manner of tactile sensations occur. At the exclusion of all the other domains, we're not focusing on the visual field, we're not focusing on sounds, tastes, etc. Just on the tactile domain. And we are focusing on that with our tactile perception. And of course also with our mental awareness that's kind of piggybacking on the tactile awareness. So with that awareness, we place our attention on the field of the body to observe what type of sensations are arising within this field. There are all manner of different sensations. And so I invite you to observe the sensations of where your body is in contact with the floor, the cushion, the seat, or wherever you're sitting or lying on. And do so not by visualizing the body, or by thinking about the body, or naming what you think you're seeing, but really with your tactile perception directly pick up, observe what sensations are arising to your awareness, where your body is in touch with whatever you're in contact with. The chair, the floor, the bed, the sofa. So these are the sensations of solidity and firmness. And we can directly perceive them with our tactile perception. And try to do that so nakedly, so without superimposing any words, any thoughts, any labels onto those experiences. Just focus on the immediate content of the experience itself, the immediate sensation. Then I invite you to shift your awareness to the sensations that arise in your mouth. And these will be sensations of moisture, liquidity. They will be most prominent in your mouth. So just perceive them nakedly with your tactile awareness. And notice how they're different from the sensations of solidity and firmness that we explored before. Just feel them. Don't name them, don't call them anything. Don't visualize them. Just observe them nakedly with your bare attention. These are the sensations of the water element. And then I invite you to focus in on any sense of temperature, the sort of whole gradient of cold to hot in different parts of the body. Some areas may feel colder, some areas will feel warmer. So without labeling them, just feel those raw sensations that we can call the fire element, those sensations of temperature, of warmth and cold, this whole range of sensations. And just again, observe them directly. Without thinking about them, without naming them. I'm just using words to point you to the experience, and then you can forget the words. And then finally, I like to invite you to focus in on any sensations that have to do with the movement of energy within your body. The air, the respiration will be part of that. But any other sense of vibration or tingling or pulsation or throbbing, any kind of sense of movement within your body. It could be a slight breeze on the outside of your skin. But also any movement of energy within your body. Really focus in on these sensations that pertain to this element. We could call it the air element. And see how these are distinct and different from the other sensations. So we're just focusing on our direct experience of sensations as they arise to our awareness from inside of our body, the outside and the inside of our body. The body is the only body in the universe that we can explore from the inside. So that's what we're doing here, really exploring what we are observing from the inside, our own body. Then I invite you to notice that all these sensations arise from a field of experience. We can call that the tactile field, the somatic field, the space of the body. And I just want to invite you to see whether you can observe that space and notice, observe it and directly perceive rather than impute it or conceptualize it. But can you notice that this space, the space of the body, is a space where all the sensations will arise from and into which they dissolve again? Observe that space. So far we've been observing directly with direct perception, with the faculty of mindfulness, the sensations that are arising to our awareness from the space of the body, the range of experiences, the range of sensations. And now I invite you to pose a question. Well, there will be 3 questions. And the first one is, from what you have directly observed with your direct perception, with your mindfulness, is there anything in the body that's unchanging, that's fixed, stable, permanent? Or are these sensations in a constant state of flux, changing from moment to moment, arising and passing? Don't think about it, but observe directly with your direct perception whether what's true for you. And then there's a second question. Are any of these sensations that are arising within your body inherently, by their own sides, sources of pain or pleasure? Investigate by looking closely, not by thinking about it, but by observing your direct perception. And the third question is, are any of these sensations that are arising to your tactile awareness, are any of these by their own nature you or yours? Or are they simply sensations that arise independent upon causes and conditions and are ownerless, impersonal appearances to your mind? Investigate. And if you consider that these sensations are really yours by their very nature, then investigate what makes them yours. Are the sounds you hear yours? And the sights you see, simply by you witnessing them? What makes these sensations yours if you think they are? Investigate. Not by thinking about it, but by really probing into your direct experience of the sensations, using your mindfulness, using your discerning intelligence. And now just let go of any effort, of any activity of the mind, and just for a couple of breaths, come back to the present moment and resting in awareness. So in your own time, you can come back to the room.